Come on, guys, plant the spike.
Welcome to the Predator Insider, the podcast where we dive deep into the world of esports and beyond, bringing you the stories of those who dare to dominate the digital domain. This Women's Month, we are proud to bring you a very special series. Predator Insider presents Empower. Welcome to another episode of Predator Insider, Empower. I'm Mochi, and today we will talk about a topic that's both challenging and crucial to address: the experiences of women facing toxicity and discrimination in esports. Joining us to share her insights and experiences is Maggie.
Hello, hi.
How are you doing, Maggie?
I'm doing okay. Yeah.
Have you been able to eat breakfast, lunch?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, good.
Wait, no, I didn't eat the whole day, but it's okay.
Wait, what?
I'll see my dad later, so I'm fine.
Okay, very nice. So, I see that there has been a lot of stuff going on about these days. I mean, it's been there existing for a while now. So, I know that you have been able to face tons of toxicity before, even discrimination. So, can you describe the various ways this toxicity and discrimination manifest both online and offline?
Okay, so I've been gaming almost my whole life, and we've come a long way now. Like, I feel like today, the toxicity towards women in gaming is a lot less, but we still have a lot to work on. But I mean, growing up, I played lots of games, and I was discriminated for being a female so often. It was terrible. Like, I didn't feel accepted in the community. Like, I felt like because I was female, I had to act a certain way or like play certain roles. Like, I played Overwatch for a while and Rainbow Six Siege. Oh my God, those are some of the most sexist games, no offense. And I think in Overwatch, if I talk in voice comms, people would immediately be like, "Oh no, we're losing. Oh no."
No way.
Yeah, and they'll be like, "Oh no, don't DPS. Please pick a support or something." I'm like, so I couldn't play the game the way I wanted to play the game. So I would just get scared to use voice comms, and it's come to the point sometimes, like this was like a few years ago, I played Valorant, and then I even used a voice changer just so I could like feel normal in a lobby and not be discriminated. Because when you join a lobby as a gamer or as a female gamer, there's always going to be a reaction. It's either people are like, "Oh my God, a female, ill," or "Oh my God, a female. What's your like?
What's your
Facebook?
FB? What's your socials?
What's your socials?" You know, it's like there's always a reaction. So yeah, I guess that's one way I experience it online.
Now that we have been able to start on that one, were there instances that you hesitate in doing comps or
no, not
playing
anymore.
at all?
Like now
anymore.
it's really good, and I don't care. Like I feel like when someone discriminates me for being a woman in game, I feel like it reflects more on them than it does on me, and I just feel bad for them. Like I'm like, oh my God.
True, especially in this day and age.
Yeah,
right?
I'm like, are you really being sexist in 2024? Like, really?
Also, if you're comfortable, since we have been able to get an introduction about toxicity and discrimination among women, have you personally experienced or witnessed instances of toxicity or discrimination in your esports career?
Being a female streamer, I started streaming like 2019, and I feel like at that time, it wasn't as common for females to be in the streaming FPS space, at least. I think I was one of the first ones. I kind of grew pretty fast because I was in that space, and there weren't a lot, so I had that uniqueness or whatever. But because of that, a lot of people are like, "Oh, she's growing so fast because she's a girl," you know, or she's only doing that because she's a girl, or like, I'm like, oh, everything you do will always be like discredited for some reason, like, "Oh, because you're a girl." So I started off playing Apex and Rainbow Six Siege for my streams at 2019, and it was kind of hard because yeah, you get a lot of discriminatory comments about being a female playing those games.
Then knowing that you have been able to receive such comments or even mockery, that's already a mockery, right? So how did you manage to maintain your passion and your presence in the gaming industry? What did you do?
I don't know, I'm really competitive. So when I hear comments that talk badly about me, I'm like, I just want to prove them wrong, you know? I just want to
Flex on them.
Yeah, just flex on them. Like, yeah, I'm better than most of you. I'm kidding. And I'm a girl, so what? I'm kidding. No. I'm not like that, guys. I don't have an ego. I swear. But I just wanted to make sure, like, I keep doing this because it's something I've always wanted to do, and I've been passionate about gaming for the longest time. I'm so happy to see how far it's come, actually. As someone who's been gaming for so long, and like, females now are so like empowered and accepted in the community.
How do you think that this constant presence of negativity impacts mentality of a woman in general?
It kind of helps, actually. In relation to like your last question, which was like, how do you go through this? It kind of helps having other girls like in this industry that you can talk about these problems with, because they can relate to you and they know. Like, I know every female in the gaming industry knows like these problems. So like, if you talk to them about it, they know what you're going through. So just just knowing you're not alone helps a lot. Yeah.
What do you think is the most recommended plan of action for you to do once that you get those types of people?
Yeah, that's the thing, right? You can't avoid these comments, but you can change how you see things, and the only thing you have control over is how you react to them. I think the best way is like, after all these years, I've been in the streaming industry for like 5 years now. I feel like I'm immune to these comments. So when I get those comments, I just laugh. I'm like, oh my God, that's so cute. That's really cute that you think that way. It really reflects more on the person than it does on you. So do not let it affect you.
Yeah. I see. So creating awareness, of course. I mean, knowing that we are doing this podcast is already a method of awareness, of course. It is the first step towards change. So what specific changes do you believe are necessary to create a more welcoming and inclusive environment for women in esports and gaming?
I don't know if this is controversial, but I really want to see more women in esports. Like, you know how like it's very male dominated still, and then there's game changers just for women. I want to see women and men in the same team. I don't know if that's controversial, but I want to see it happen. Hopefully someday. Like, I'm looking.
I don't think it's controversial, because those are our hopes and aspirations for the the generations of
supposed to come. Playing with the big boys,
How can the community play a role in combating toxicity and promoting gender equality in esports, or even inclusivity in general?
Well, for the community, if you hear a female in your games, be nice. Don't you just act normal, okay? They're normal people, just like you. So just make them feel comfortable and safe. And oh my gosh, if you witness someone being toxic to a female, please do not just be a bystander. You have to you have to do something about it. Don't just watch her get attacked. That's so it makes you as bad. I'm kidding, but just
the act of tolerating on its own is already a red flag. Now that we have been able to somehow create progress, like what you have been able to say earlier, that somehow it's dying down, there's just a thought in me, like, there are some certain people, right, that whenever that you're in a lobby, someone goes, oh my goodness, you'll see this unanimous expression like, right? Like, there's a woman in this lobby. So
although it's less in Valorant, in other games it's still very evident. Oh my gosh. Like, the other day, literally a few days ago, I was playing Overwatch, and then I was like, hi guys, and they're like, oh my God, a woman. Ew. And I'm like, hey, that attitude is not acceptable in Women's Month. And they're like, there's a Women's Month? Who cares? And I'm like,
oh, okay.
If it gets really bad, guys, like, if you think that you cannot, most of the times you can't argue with these type of people. Like, they're very like set to their mindset where they hate women. Most of the times you could just mute them, but I personally like trolling them and making them feel bad. So I'm like, yeah.
I mean, it becomes your personal entertainment in some sort of way.
Oh my God, is that a woman? And I'm like, yeah, your mom's a woman,
Yeah, exactly. I don't even understand the comments. Like, you know what? Get me a sandwich or something.
Yeah,
right.
Oh, I get that so often. Like, make me a sandwich. I don't even know how to make a sandwich. Like, what am I supposed? Look, I don't belong in the kitchen. Okay.
So yeah. So knowing that we have been able to talk about these, we're getting deep, to be honest. So what advice would you like to give to young girlies out there who are not that exposed to these types of stuff yet, and what can they do so that they can keep themselves or safeguard themselves, their heart, their mind, their soul, in general?
Like I said earlier, it reflects more on the person than it does on you. So don't let those comments affect you, because most of the time, these people who are saying those mean things online, they're probably going through hardships, and you kind of feel bad for them. So just ignore them, honestly. Ignore them, talk to your friends. Remember, gaming's supposed to be for fun, so just enjoy yourself.
Do you think that having someone in your party or like a friend, it helps a lot?
It helps.
Yeah.
Definitely. But if you want to solo queue, oh my god, solo queuing for a lot of women is very scary. Like I know a lot of girls message me saying, how do you solo queue on stream and stuff? And I'm like, I don't know, I've just become immune to these type of things. So
I couldn't ever do that. Like I always have someone with me during rank.
Oh my god, I think the worst thing is like when you're bottom fragging and you're like doing so bad, and then they're like, hey, can you speak? And you're like,
no.
You're like,
I don't have a mic.
Like, sorry, no mic. Because when you bot frag and you speak, you kind of feel like you're representing all females.
Yeah.
And you don't want to make females look bad. But when I'm top fragging, I'll be like, hey, what's up? Hey, guys.
Can you guys have some comms or something?
Yeah, come on, guys. Plant the spike. Like you feel like a Chad when you're top fragging. You feel really proud, like you're a woman top fragging.
But to lighten up the mood, what do you want to say to your supporters or to everyone who is watching this podcast in general?
I don't know. Thanks for supporting me all these years. Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Yes. Thank you.
So Magu just like zone you guys. But yeah, thank you so much, Maggiekarp, and to our community. Thank you for joining us to another and very informative show of Predator Insider Empower.